Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. All right, let's get into this. It's going to be a singles storyline since it is Friday. It is also the Lionsgate portal today. It is also a full moon day, so we got lots of great energy. We're still in Mercury retrograde as well, so lots and lots of energies soaring around. This is a day for a Four of Swords for someone. We could have, with that energy of the Lion's Gate being open, could have somebody who's like, you know what? Oh my God, I feel so much healing energy coming at me. I'm going to take a little nap. I'm going to go ahead and, get some extra rest here. I'm going to like soak up the nice energies of, soothing the stuff that's coming toward me here, the thoughts, the emotions, the energies are going to be more relaxing. God, this is somebody who could, if they do take a little nap today, they may have a very nice dream of their ancestors surrounding them, supporting them. This Three of Cups says there's a real sense of I am not alone. There is also a real sense of if there's somebody I'd like to heal things with, connect to, this is a good time to do it. We have characters today. We saw this in the collective message as well, where it's like, this is such a great time for energy of coming together and healing. We have an Ace of Wands upright. We have a Nine of Cups upright. This is happiness. Specifically, a masculine seems to be feeling flooded by this energy of joy, this energy of, oh my God, things are going to get better. I'm not, ostracized. She doesn't hate me. I'm wondering right now if we have some kind of sense of awareness or dialogue or something that lifts up, we're going to say a masculine's heart today, makes them feel joyful. But I'm thinking that this could be a two-way street. Maybe this is two people who have felt kind of unseen or undesirable. And then they have a nice exchange. And it's like they both walk away with this big old grin, like, oh my gosh, I'm noticed. I'm not invisible. And I'm, not somebody that nobody wants to talk to or deal with. Like, I don't even know why they would have ever felt that way, but I think it's relatable that sometimes we get really sad and we get really down and we get really hurt, and then we imagine all kinds of other unhappiness. We imagine nobody likes us, or we imagine nobody wants to talk to us, and that is always untrue. But sadness and loneliness can make us tell ourselves all kinds of things that are not true. This is a day where it's like, I'm wondering if there's some good flirting that goes on today. Can I see a little bit more about this? We definitely have him like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Knight of Swords. It's definitely a day for some changing energy and swift changing energy. Maybe he unexpectedly says something, and it's like two people share a joke. They share some kind of like nice vibes. They make each other feel welcome. I think this is a really great day to make everybody in our lives feel more welcome, feel more loved. If we're going to, like work with the flow of the universe, when the universe gives us something like this today, where it's like, we've got an 8-8 portal. We've got an opportunity of tremendous, powerful, beautiful cosmic alignment, right? The sun is aligned with the earth, is aligned with Sirius, the dog star, which is a sign of fertility, is aligned with Orion's belt. And we have a full moon to boot. So we have, the subconscious is opening up, and it's time to release things like inhibitions and worries and fears. And it's time to allow better cosmic energy in. Like, think about how exciting it is to be alive, to be born. Think about how cute it is to watch, baby animals as they're exploring the world, or to watch human babies as they're learning stuff and exploring the world. Before we become adults and life seems to be like super heavy. Think about how amazing it is to be alive, and we can see other creatures reveling in it. And it's like, this is a good day to remember how good it is to be alive. It's a good day to welcome other people, to let other people know, I'm so glad you're alive. I'm so glad we crossed paths. I'm so glad we shared a joke, or we got a chance to laugh together. God, that was nice to connect with you. This is a day where, imagine how much better the world would be if every person today gave a reassurance to another person, like, so glad you're here. It's so good to be alive, isn't it? It's so good to be alive right now, talking to you right now, because you're amazing. You're making me laugh. I'm so glad I got to bump into you. there is a chance to have really nice energy exchanges today, specifically for this masculine. And let's take a closer look at whoever that Three of Cups. This is people coming together. I don't know that I keep looking at this as like the Morai. In Greek mythology, the Morai are the three crone sisters that are responsible for giving mortals their lifespan. And all of this just feels like it is a day to revel in happiness, healing, interacting with others, feeling vitality again, feeling, the sense of connectedness again. And all of this changes really fast. We have the Hierophant. I'm definitely going to say that this is a spiritual energy for our character. Now, admittedly, this seems like it first begins with the divine masculine. And I feel like he's feeling really healed because he's interacting again. But first and foremost, he's also interacting with his higher self. This is somebody who is like, he maybe feels compelled to change his behaviors a little bit, to, talk to people, to interact with people, to smile, to, enjoy other people's energy. People are not awful. People can do awful things, but there are many, many, many more wonderful people that walk this earth than terrible ones. And this is that time to stand up and be a wonderful person. This is the time to stand for things that matter, stand for kindness, for humanity. This is, time to just connect with each other. And I feel like this masculine is really doing that. This is changing his entire outcome. The Justice card and the Three of Wands. I kind of think that this masculine is a good man that we're talking about. Doesn't have to be a masculine, but we keep seeing masculine cards. This seems like it's a story of a divine masculine primarily, but keep in mind we all have masculine and feminine within us. But we see him stepping up and actually like feeling like he can be a part of making things better, making things right. He can be an active part of making the world a kinder, gentler, softer, more beautiful place where everyone gets to live. And I feel like this is him actually believing that and seeing this transformation, seeing that his own energy is really important for making this place better. Now, he also makes other people happy. He has value in the life, certainly of a feminine or feminines. I kind of feel like this is like a divine masculine energy being activated to like really step into their best flow. To the masculine energy is the energy of the sun, and I'm not surprised. So when I did the collective message, and specifically when I did the 8-8 portal message, which was our today's topic video, it was very much about the activation of the divine feminine energy. I did not know that in the single story, we would have the activation of the masculine energy. But how perfect and how much sense does this make that we have a full moon, but then we also have the 8-8 portal where we're talking about the alignment of the sun with Sirius and Orion's belt and the earth. So of course we would have to have the two activations. This is like bookends. I really feel like this should just be another like version of an 8-8 message, like part 1 and part 2, the masculine and the feminine, because that's what this feels like. How awesome is it that the masculine is being activated today? And yes, it is like his role. I'll say his, even though bear in mind, doesn't matter what gender we're actually talking about. It's a masculine energy being activated, and him realizing he has a huge and important role to play in listening to his higher self. He knows right from wrong. He knows that he has power. He knows that he has the power to do good things with his energy. He knows he has the power to genuinely be like someone that the feminine will be drawn to for his complementary energies. He knows he's not some broken, wounded creature. He is whole and he is valuable and he is, needed. His energy is needed right now. This is really amazing. I am loving the fact that we have the masculine and the feminine energies stepping into their greatest power. Here we have the moon. So he's looking into his future saying, I have a role to play. I can play a big role in the feminine's world. The feminine is my counterpart. If I'm the sun and she is the moon, we are counterparts, and I have a huge role to play. I make her life better. She makes my life better by being counterparts. This is very interesting that he is recognizing this is still the mystery. There is a feminine who's a mystery to him, but he actually believes he has something to offer her. And that says I could be the person that is, I play a role of balance for her. It's, I think characters always feel better about their purpose in life when they know that they have worth and they know that their energy is welcomed in another person's life and needed in another person's life, that you make my world better when you are part of it. Like, that confirmation for him is huge, that he has a role to play, that he is wanted, that he has a purpose. And I feel like he knows this unequivocally. One of his purposes is, of course, to step forward and play that role of somebody who, listens to his higher self and, you know, can feel good about what he has to offer. He is not broken. He is not tarnished. He is somebody with much to offer. That is amazing to see the divine masculine energy know that he is not only worthy, but that he has a purpose and that he can connect really nicely with the feminine. I love this storyline for him. Six of Pentacles. I feel like he is stepping into his greatest, most mature, like, I will help those in need. I will protect the weak. I have, skills to offer. I have, like, he'll feel better about himself by stepping up and being that kind of protector, that kind of individual who actually has confidence that he can make a difference in the world around him, in other people's lives, in society, in communities, that he is powerful, that he has something that he can lead in, which is he has great thoughts. Ace of Cups is sideways. He can foster greater expression of love. He's not overly emotional. I will say that because this is sideways, but he is a conduit where he can give and receive emotions. He is not locked down. He's realizing this is a strength. To give and receive, to share emotions is important, but also to maintain, that his energy is to project forward. His energy is to step forward and actually take initiative. He already knows he's going to start practicing being more giving. Like today, he could go out and share energy with someone. He could gift somebody something, someone less fortunate than him. He could give some of his energy. He could donate some of his time to an individual. But this is all in preparation for him to be comfortable. He's like practicing coming in and giving his heart to this feminine, with the full intention of, like, not nervous, like, oh God, what if I ask her, to love me and she says no, then I'm going to be crushed. No. He doesn't think about it like, oh my God, what if I'm not good enough and I get rejected? He's like, I know that I have a lot to offer. I know it. I know that I have something to complement another person's life with. I know that what I would have to offer is the strengths and the skills that I possess. This is a masculine in their greatest divine masculine energy. He knows that he has good to do in this world and he has something of value to offer another person. And he's like preparing himself mentally, spiritually, physically right now to actually put that mindset into practice. Yes, of course I can do things that are good. Yes, of course I have energy to offer. I have strength. I have intellect. I have all these things that I can give. Magician in the reverse. He has, for a long time, I think he's realizing he cheated himself out of knowing that he was actually powerful, knowing that he could actually manifest. He for a period of time thought he was either like an imposter, or for a period of time he didn't really believe in his ability to, maybe he was trying to manifest and build in a completely false way, like, feeling like I'm supposed to somehow, I guess, swagger around and feel like I can do everything, instead of actually beginning within myself. What are the real valuable things that I possess? My own, intellect, my own heart, my emotions, he's got a good heart. He's got a good soul. He wants to do good in this world. And he is not someone who's unable to make positive impact in the world around him. He's finally like reaching true power, not the false version of power. I really think this is amazing because our divine masculine is reclaiming his power. And part of that reclaiming his power is that up ahead in the future, not today, but up ahead in the future, he will be approaching his whomever he perceives as his divine feminine. I do think he has somebody already on his mind. I do think that there's somebody that he admires greatly, someone who's standing in her or sitting in her own feminine energy as well. But first and foremost, today is the day that he changes his energy vibe and he starts to look at his own personal power and what he can do with his personal power. And it is, I think he's happier than he's been maybe in 4 decades. He is finally able to smile and laugh and genuinely feel like he is somebody. Oh, I love this for him. I absolutely love this storyline. I loved our feminine storyline that we got for the 8-8, but now I feel like this is such a great compliment. I am so happy that we got one that was so heavily focused on the masculine. All right, I'm going to leave this one here because he's in his vibe. He's in his power. He's got it. He's got it dialed in, locked in. He knows exactly what he's doing. Nothing will knock this masculine off of his, I'll say, like, true confidence that has just come to the surface. This is the best version of him I think we've ever seen for the masculine energies, and same thing for the feminine energies. Really great stories today. All right, you guys, take care. Thank you for being here. I'll make sure that the 8-8 portal, which I may rename the feminine, because I feel like this should be the masculine and that should be the feminine. I did not intend this to look this way, but that seems to be what we've got. All right, you guys, take care. That'll pop up on your screen now. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.